Good morning students. So welcome back again to your maths class. I hope you have given your test seriously and you are going to score good marks this time. So we are going to start with chapter 3 now, linear equations in two variables. This we have already done, but we have done all the methods. Now we are going to do its practical applications in the form of problem sums. So we are starting with exercise 3.1. The first question of this exercise is, Aftab tells his daughter 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. So represent this situation algebraically and graphically. It means you have to frame the equations related to this problem sum, this situation, and then draw a graph related to it. Algebraically means making the equations, creating equations. So now he is talking about two people, Aftab and his daughter, right? So what we will do, we will assume their present ages. Let the present age of Aftab is X years, whereas the present age of the daughter is Y years. Now what does the question says? Question says 7 years ago. 7 years ago means present age minus 7 and present age minus 7. To make both the sides equal, what he is saying that Aftab is 7 times as old as his daughter. Means this number is already 7 times. If this number is 70, this is 10. This number is already 7 times. But to make them equal, we have to multiply this side with 7. So don't get confused with it, because this is already 7 times. To make it equal, we have to multiply the other side with 7. So this is 7y minus 49 and x minus 7y will become 7 minus 49. That is minus 42. This is first equation, right? And then the next equation is, after 3 years from now, 3 years from now means x plus 3 and y plus 3. Now it is I shall be 3 times, means Aftab will be 3 times. So multiply the age of the daughter with 3. So you will be having the next equation. This is x minus 3y, 9 minus 3, x minus 3y is 6. So these are the two equations for this question. Put the values of x and y and you draw two equations on the graph. Graph you know how to draw. You have already done in 9th class also. So these equations, wherever they will intersect both the equations, you will be getting that particular value as your answer. That is going to give you the age of Aftab, present age, and the age of daughter. This was your first question. You have to draw a graph yourself on this question. Then we have question number 2. The coach of a cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3900. Later she buys another bat and 3 more balls of the same kind for rupees 1300. Again you have to represent the situation algebraically and geometrically. So what you are going to do is, he is asking you for 3 bats and 6 balls. So you will assume that let the cost of one ball is rupees y and cost of one bat is rupees x. It hardly matters which variable you are taking for what object. So according to question, it is given 3 bats and 6 balls. 3 bats, this is cost of one bat, multiply with 3, cost of 3 bats. Cost of one ball multiply with 6 is cost of 6 balls, and total is 3900. This is first equation. Then second is one more bat and 3 more balls, x plus 3y. It gives you 1300. This is the second equation. So now again you have two equations, and this equation algebraically we have taken, and you have to draw it on the graph also, right? How will you draw the graph? Like we have done, we have to make table. Let me draw one for you. This is the equation. You can take any value and this is the equation. Put the values and draw the graph. You have to frame the solutions first. At least 3 solutions we have to find out. So if x I put here value of x, you can put 1, 2, 3 whatever you feel like. Suppose you have put this value as this value of x. If we take it as value of x as 0, then value of y will be 650. x0, y 650. Right? So I have already solved these equations. So if I take y as 0, x value is 1300. If this is 600, the other value is 100. This is the solution of first equation. Now for second equation, if I take x as 0, then y will be 1300 upon 3. It's going to be a decimal number. So approximate value we can take 433. Same way for y. If I take 0, this is 1300. If it is 300, this value is 400. So these are the 2 solutions you have. Now to make the graph, draw it on graph paper. We have x-axis and we have y-axis. You have to take scale properly. The scale, because the numbers are with a multiple of 100, so I am going to take the values with hundreds. This is negative, this is positive, and this is negative. This side is positive, whereas for this side is negative. These values, right? Like for first, I have x0, y 650. x0, this is x0, y 650 will be, this is 600. So 650 will be somewhere in the center of 600 and 700. Then you have, this is value of x0, y 650. Then you have x 1300. When you will make it move forward, you will get the value of x, and then same way 100 at x and 600 at y. 100 at x and 600 at y. So when you join these equations, you will draw the 2 graphs and you will have 2 lines. Whatever is a point of intersection, it's just a rough sketch I have drawn. When you will get the point of intersection, then you have to check at x what is the answer and at y what is the answer, where the point of intersection is there on the graph. So in this graph you will be having the value of x and y. I am telling you again, this is just a rough sketch I have drawn. You have to draw it properly and then you will be getting the solution. It is just an idea I have given you how will you draw the graph. Now third question I am going to explain. Third question is the cost of 2 kg apples and 1 kg grapes. 2 kg apples and 1 kg grapes is 160. Again for 1 kg apple you can assume rupees x cost, and then the cost of 1 kg grapes is rupees y. According to question, it is 2 kg apples and 1 kg grapes, 2x plus y. This is how much? 160. Then you have next equation. After a month, the cost of 4 kg apples and 2 kg grapes, it becomes 300. So you have these 2 equations and you can draw it on graph. You will be getting the value of x and y. So children, this is the method of framing an equation and then how to represent it on graph. So I hope you will be doing these questions in your notebook. I am leaving the calculations on you, graphs on you. So you have to do these 3 questions in your notebook and represent it on graph. We will be continuing exercise 3.2. We will start in next lecture. Thank you.